This will take just 10 or so minutes, and then we'll get on to fellowship time or whatever. Deanna and I visited at Crossview Christian Camp last Sunday. This is a place we looked at for Sukkot a couple of years back. Facilities just weren't going to quite work out. It's pretty spread out. But Deanna and Jennifer and PJ have kind of stayed in contact. And we asked, how can we help? You know, we want to go out from here and go do and bless the body, bless the believers, go where God's doing work and see what part of it we can be. But what I want to do is just kind of give you a quick little overview and then go from there. Yes, hon?
I want to just interject. This couple, God took them out of the church 3 years ago.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'll cover all that. Don't worry.
All right.
If I leave something out, jump
I
in.
just wanted to preface why
I'm good. I'm going to do that. Okay. First of all, what is Crossview Christian Camp? Anybody ever heard of it?
Nope.
Yes.
Anybody ever been there?
Support it.
Support it. Awesome. Thank you. Crossview Christian Camp and Retreat Center, non-denominational. The mission is at-risk children. Those that are inner city, low income, foster care, all kinds of different things. But this isn't, just a fancy-dancy, spend $500 and ship your kid off for a month to camp so you can go play in Bahamas kind of a place. This is their ground level. This is for some kids that come here, this is the only place they get anything really substantial about God. Through church organizations, through Boys and Girls Clubs, things like that. It's kind of where they get their referrals. What I wanted to do was just look at something here. This is just off their website, crossviewcamp.org. You can go on it, check it out. You'll see all kinds of cool stuff. The primary focus to help at-risk inner-city youth and children. How they do that is using camp environment. It's not sitting down like this, lecturing, teaching, preaching. It's interacting with the kids, one-on-one. For every 2 kids, they have 1 counselor. Think about your own camp experiences. How many of you have ever been to a camp like that? No, it doesn't happen. For every 2 kids, there's 1 counselor. I mean, you talk about some real personal time that they can spend with these kids. And what they do is they're trying to reach the youth for Christ. That's it. Because they're not going to really get it very much else. They may go to church, they may get some there, but this is going to be some really impactful, hands-on, one-on-one. Now, who is Crossview Christian Camp? Or pardon me, where is it? Those of you who haven't been there, this is Highway 82-114, down in the second big dip after Crosbyton, almost down the bottom of it. This is the camp. Basically this 324 or 254 acres, big place, kind of spread out. Dickens is like 3.5 miles this way, Crosbyton's 20 or so miles that way, so just to give you an idea where it is. A little closer picture, kind of how they're laid out. Main road comes in. This is the administration office. This is where the family lives, some of the storage buildings, equipment. Cabins are kind of out here. There's a cabin there. This is a little trailer, which we're going to talk a lot about. They have a pool. They have a dining hall. They've got a meeting hall. They've got a basketball cage and a stage. They've got high and low ropes courses because it's a retreat center. Businesses can go use this for team building exercises, which they do. So it's not just focused on the kids. There's also other things they've added into it. And initially, this was ranch land, donated in 2000 by a rancher specifically for the purpose of having a Christian kids camp in 2000. So it's only been in existence as a camp for 13 years. Just off the screen down here is a pond when it has water. Just to give you an idea of what's going on, we're going to focus on this little trailer here initially and this building. But who is Crossview Christian Camp? This is Jennifer and PJ Schmidt. They have been camp directors since 2004. They just got done with their 10th summer camp session. They are 100% committed to this camp, to what it does, and to reaching the kids. Interestingly enough, there is a connection to this group sitting in front of us today. Jennifer went on a walk to Emmaus about 8 or 9 years ago with Kimberly McAdams. They know Michael and Kimberly McAdams rather well, spent a lot of time with them. They've heard a lot of these things. They've also heard a lot of, Michael has some beliefs, some of us are kind of like, whoa, easy, slow down. They've heard that too, but they're not running off scared or anything. They're really interested, they're really excited. As Danny mentioned, about 3 years ago, they came out of traditional church. They realized something's not right. Something's missing. The body of believers isn't united. They're not working together. They're not having a common purpose and common goals. So they came out of the church. And they're looking for unity amongst the body of believers. Jennifer has been part of a group in Matador that has gone through the How You Sowed studies from First Fruits of Zion. So they have some familiarity with what we think and what we believe and kind of how we're walking. But they haven't found a lot of unity yet. They haven't found a lot of just love and support from the body of believers. And so we have a chance to go do some work and do some improvements for them, but we have a chance to minister to a real life couple who's really searching, who's really looking for things. They live there. They take care of pretty much everything that goes on out there. And as I mentioned here, they have their first full-time staff member aside from them, whose name is Beth, who does, she's the development director, I think was the official title. But anyway, she raises money. That's her job. In fact, if she doesn't raise money, she has no job. She has to raise her salary. It's one of those things for the camp. She lives full-time at the camp as well, which is one of the reasons we're going there. What else should I say about Jennifer and BJ?
It really struck me before we left. Jennifer said, I don't know how to act. She said, I've never had somebody come to me and say, how can I bless you? She said, I've just never experienced that in the church, and she said, I've never experienced that before today. And she said, you guys are just definitely something different.
And all we did was go walk around and talk to them and look at stuff. So just imagine, how many of you were part of building the bathhouse in Plains? Most everybody here had some role, whether you provided food, whether you actually went out and did the building. Just think what we can do to someone who doesn't know us. That we don't have, we're going to do all these different plans, we have all these things in mind, this is why we're doing it. Why do we want to go help them? Because we can. Because they need it. And we may reap some benefit. We may be able to use the facility sometimes. I mean, this may be a really good relationship, Jim.
I think one of the telling things you said too is though she said she's never had anybody in the church or elsewhere just come up to her and say, hey, how can I help you? And isn't that especially what the church is supposed to do? It's not supposed to say, hey, come here and help us. Come out here and help the church. No, we're supposed to go out to people and say, how can we help you?
Mm-hmm. And we start within the body of believers.
Mm-hmm.
And these are two believers. Trust me. We spent an hour or so with them. I mean, these are really, really awesome people. Okay, the main project, I showed you that little trailer on the overhead shot. This is a trailer, it's about a 14 by 60. It's been used as a cabin previously, but since they have a new staff member, they want to make this her residence. It's just a little, I think there's 2 bedrooms. There's one kind of in the middle, a little storage room. It's got a bedroom, bathroom, a little storage slash bedroom, living room, and kitchen. Real simple, real plain. And they don't want, to make it the Taj Mahal or anything like that. They want to make it livable because it's not right now. It's been sitting for a while. It's very dirty, needs some cleaning, needs a little minor repair work, which we're going to talk about. In addition, you see this kind of native landscaping out here? We'll just call it native landscaping.
Wilderness landscaping.
Wilderness landscaping. Wes and Melanie Varner are going to donate some plants. They've seen this picture and want to donate things to spruce us up a little, make it look just, like a place to live as opposed to a cabin out in the woods. This is kind of what it looks like, Give you an idea. What they want to do, rip out all the floor, pull it all out, carpet, pad, vinyl, take it all out, clean, paint, put down vinyl squares, and they have everything we need to do that. All they need are hands, string. I'll back up a slide here. Little back up. We also, there's a little 3 steps on the back door of this trailer that are like, I wouldn't put gear on them because they might fall. So they want to move this around to the back and build a new some kind of little porch thing up front. Todd's he's on it already. He has the lumber. He has the tools, we just need the people to show up and do it. And that's one reason this is like amazing, because they have everything they need, they just don't have anybody to do it. So, okay. All the bright light coming from here is this window in the south end of the trailer. Lets in all the light, a lot of heat, but it's been around a while. There's probably 1, 2, 3, or 4 panes, double pane window, but probably 3 or 4 single panes that are broken. So they don't have glass, but we can do that down the road. But that'd be one thing else to kind of do, is just replacing glass. Anyway, all this stuff in here is going to be taken out. This is storage for Jennifer and PJ, because their storage is not available at the moment. It's being used to house stuff from an auction, or a silent auction, garage sale, fundraiser they had. So their storage is full, so their stuff is in here. So they're going to get it moved out. So
But it will be moved out.
so all the carpet, yeah, they will move it out. All the carpet, all the pads, we can just take everything up, clean it up, paint it, put it in the floor, and be good to go. In addition, there was a little building I showed you that we want to focus on. They have what's called the Lions Den. When they got there, it was 4 pillars and a roof. The Lions Club came and put sides on it, hence the name the Lions Den. Lions Club built it. It needs insulation. Sunday was about 80 degrees. We were inside there and it was hot because the sun was shining right on this metal. This is the south wall here. They have insulation that they've put in big gaps on the west wall. They just took some big rolls of insulation, put a context cement, stuck the paper side to the steel, just to have something. But they only have one wall. They have $500 available to buy the materials. Somebody's donated money specifically for this project. So that's at the very minimum what they need done on this. Yes, Ty?
Got a couple of contacts for spray foam.
Cool.
Let me call it.
Okay.
So you might be willing to donate.
Awesome.
Visiting, especially.
Spray foam.
Well, even if they would just donate a trailer and materials, Ty can do it.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah,
you
put it in a
know,
call.
Yeah, I'll call them.
And I'll let PJ know we're looking that route.
that would be the best for them.
The otherwise, when it's 110 out there, it's still gonna be 100 inside.
Yeah. Yeah. It was warm and it was only 80 degrees outside. And when it's cold, it's really cold. So,
And this is their multi-purpose
Yeah.
meeting area.
Yeah, this is kind of their main enclosed indoor meeting space. This is the bathroom facility, a camp toilet in the corner. So they eventually, somewhere down the road, want to put in a little septic system and a toilet that actually flushes, kind of a thing.
What do you mean, that's their only
In this building,
toilet on the,
No, in that building.
in this building,
oh,
and the closest one is about 200 yards up the hill at the dining hall. Maybe not 200 yards, maybe 100 yards, but.
or anywhere in between?
Or anywhere in between, wherever you find the nearest tree. But we know the ladies don't like to go finding near trees, so.
So they want to expand in that building and have more restrooms, is that what you're saying?
They just want to replace what is existing here in this space with just a regular
Toilet.
septic system, toilet, tank in the ground and a flush toilet, basically.
Oh, so it doesn't have that?
Does not have that now, it just has a camp toilet.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got it.
they just close that off just to have something right there on that location. Otherwise, it's off you go up the hill in the wind, rain, cold, heat, yada, 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 or
Okay.
whatever. This does have, as you can see, it has central heat and air that was put in, but when it's 110 outside, that can't even begin to keep up, so. Their main *1 priority is the trailer to get it ready for Beth to come in. She's living in one of the dorms, which is bunk beds and a bathroom and a little shower stall.
Oh,
So
right.
they want to get her into something, because she is, wants to be motivated to, feel good about where she works and where she lives.
Is this normal where they're only operational in the summer, or is this a year-round operation?
This is year-round, but the bulk of their activity is the summer with the kids.
Not actually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It is year-round.
But there is year-round. There are retreats there, there are, like I say, business groups that'll go do team building. Those aren't as frequent. And
That's
just
what
an
Beth is
aside
there
note
for.
on the kids, for kids that qualify, which most of the kids there qualify for scholarships, they charge $15 for a week of camp. It costs $371
Mhm.
per kid
Right.
to do a week of camp. And it's Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday, depending on the age. They're full, people pay the full tuition, and they pay the full price. It's only $250. So even if you're paying full price, you're not paying the full amount that it actually costs. So they run a lot on donations, a lot on just the love of people, helping and providing volunteer staff for all the sessions, things like that, so. Okay, just a quick summary. The biggest need is that right there, because they feel kind of isolated. Jay, I've got I want to talk to you about something specific for them afterward. The main things are cabin 7, and not necessarily in this order, but there are things that need to be done. Move the front steps, build a new porch in the front, do some landscaping, check the pipes underneath the trailer for leaks or breaks. Currently it's sat in the freeze once or twice, and so they're not sure how many pipes actually will not be busted underneath the tire.
I was pointing at my daughter.
Oh, okay.
I see you. They can climb under the house, check the pipes.
Yeah, there you go. Pull up the old flooring, and then clean, it just needs to be clean. It's very dusty and dirty. It just needs a good cleaning, more than anything else. Paint the interior, they have the paint. They have a gas line and a gas stove they have taken out. It's running on propane, and for safety reasons, they want to cap that gas line. They have a 220 outlet under the floor, just needs to come up, plug in the electric stove that they have already there. So again, that just needs somebody to do it. The expertise to just go plug it in. Anyway, put down the vinyl floor squares, they have all that. Broken window panes, there's a little bit of minor trim on some of the doors, just needs to be tacked back up. The trim on the ceiling, just tack it back up. There's a couple of electrical outlets that need a box behind them, that things are just kind of falling out of the wall. Put a box, put the outlet back in. They want to replace the bathtub. They said Beth is a pretty good sized girl, and the bathtub may not be functional for her. So he has a cast iron tub, we have to look at framing and all that, so that may not be a single day project. That'll be a little more involved. Just something to look at. I want to put everything up here that I can remember about, that I have written down, just so you know, it's not like we're building a new house or anything. And paint the exterior, they don't have the paint, they can get that donated. That'd be some project, sometime down the road. Sunday, November 17th, 2 weeks from today. We're available, they're available. Meet there at 10, or meet somewhere here in town at 9 and carpool out. We can kind of work that out, details. Bring gloves, whatever tools you might have, anything you can bring to help. They have most of what we need, but the more we have, the easier and quicker everything gets done. Bring a strong back, bring a willing spirit, and we can get probably a good chunk of that knocked out in just a single day, and get it ready for Beth to move into. So, now, in addition, there are some other dreams down the road, things they want to get done. Like I said, in the lion's den, insulating, and they'd love to have drywall or something up to hang pictures on, and you saw the banners that the kids had done at one of the camp sessions. Just do things like that. And replace the camp toilet. Everything out there needs something. There's just little things, like a windowsill in one of the cabins is rotted, needs to be replaced. There's little things like that. There's big things, like they want to put a bathhouse next to the swimming pool.
So there's no more peeing in the pool,
We did a bathhouse here with this group.
And that would be nice.
No,
too.
that
Yeah,
was-
Yeah.
better than
Yeah,
that.
let's
Doesn't
not
make
do that
any
if we
difference.
can.
with kids
Otherwise,
all
it's
the
out of the
time.
pool, across the road, down the hill to the dining hall for the restroom. So that's somewhere down the road. They want to add showers in the cabins, more than what they have, to expand it a little bit. And add some storage, because they really don't have, the ropes course is just the ropes. There's like no building near it to put equipment in. So they haul it back and forth. They have a huge dream of building a multi-purpose facility that kind of is an all-in-one and can house 200 campers. They have about 250 campers a summer, 36 campers a session. The earlier sessions usually aren't as full because the kids are in summer school, because that's the kind of kids that their target audience is. So later sessions get fuller. Let's see, I think that was all I had on there. Yeah. So anyway, you get it here?
No,
Nope. Let's see if I can get you back up. They back it up too far though.
How are they with regard to Messianic?
Does it matter?
I asked the question.
Doesn't matter.
Did you not hear what I said?
No, I heard what you
Okay.
said. But
They-
did you hear what I said?
Yes. Do they believe in Yeshua?
Messianic.
Do they believe in Yeshua the Messiah? Yes. Do they believe in walking Torah? They're searching. Just like we were searching at one point. Somebody helped us.
What he's saying, do they believe in the Sabbath?
What's that?
What he's saying, I think, is do they believe in the, keeping the Sabbath?